At the end of the day, masculinity will always be arousing. Okay, no matter what the media says, no matter what trends go by, no matter what fads, no matter what kind of changes happen in society, masculinity will always be arousing. Okay, and I'm gonna get into it. This is Tarek Talks. I am Tarek. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate you. Let's go. For millions and millions of years, okay, for millions and millions of years, the feminine and masculine dynamic has been polarized. It is a dichotomy. What is a dichotomy? That means something that is obvious, something that obviously separates something, i.e., men grow beards. And before I get a smart comment saying I done seen some females with mustaches and beards, so have I. But I'm talking in general, like this. You know what I'm talking about? A deeper voice, the private parts. You feel what I'm saying? That's a dichotomy that clearly separates something. Okay, and a male and female dynamic is no different. Masculinity will always be arousing to a hetero female. And the reason I'm making this video is because, like we all know, the mainstream media is now all of a sudden, and this is new within the past couple of decades, trying to make men act not masculine. Let me tell you something. No time soon. There is going to be no time soon that this is going to change, where the male and female dynamic is going to go away. You cannot reprogram millions and millions of years. Okay? You just cannot do it. You can't do it within a couple of decades. Okay? You can't reprogram human nature in a couple of decades. So you guys do not fall. I'm making this video so you guys do not fall for the okie doke. Though, let me tell you guys something. If my young ladies that are watching this, comment down below and say if you really value masculinity, the truthful ones. Okay, because I know I got young ladies that be watching this. You guys be watching from you know what I'm saying? You guys be watching from the shadows. I know you do, but it's all right. I don't bite unless you want me to. You dig? But anyway, a female that is truly honest will admit that she desires masculinity. Even the chicks that and out in the public will give you all of this talk about the new modern and how guys should be more in tune with their feminine and stuff. I'm gonna tell you this, behind closed doors, the same chick on TikTok talking about she wants a guy to worship her and basically act like a B word. You know, she basically saying on TikTok she wants a guy to act like a straight up doormat, P word. And when I say P word, it's another word for cat, right? We can use our imagination. That same chick behind closed doors is letting a dude grab her by her hair and straight gorilla pound her. Facts. I know this let me tell y'all something, man. Used to be a chick I knew. She was all into that feminism stuff. She was heavily into that. And, you know, she would even say things like genders are fluid. And, you know what I'm saying? She would, that kind of stuff. Genders are fluid. There's no such thing as men and female. She said this verbatim. I'm not, other content creators might give you something that they heard. I'm telling you this from experience. She was that type of chick, you know, the new age, gender fluidity. Behind closed doors, I'm going to tell y'all this. All that stuff she was talking about went out the window behind closed doors, right? Let's just say, I'm going to keep it as PG as possible. She wanted that gorilla type action, right? Where the man was most definitely not acting feminine. The man was most definitely aggressive, definitely dominant. You feel what I'm saying? She wanted that gorilla action, straight Hulk straight Hulk on it, you know. And I'm like, man, how is she? And it baffled me because this same chick would out in public be talking about all this new age type of stuff. But behind closed doors, she telling me to yank her hair out her head. You dig what I'm saying? Do not believe that BS about men acting soft. Okay? Am I telling you to be a complete callous a-hole? Heavens no. But there is a divide. There is gender roles, and you cannot deny it. Those same chicks, I'm telling you this. Let's say that chick that was on that new age stuff, the one that I was talking about. Let's say she was all like, yeah, I like guys to be fluid and all that. Let's just say I actually believe that BS. I would be her little B word. She would be having a leash around my neck, and I would be her little B word if I actually listen. Right? And that's not me. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of guys will fight their own nature. You know, all these channels always talk about female nature, this, female nature, that. Let's talk about how a lot of guys fight their actual masculine nature to appease the mainstream media because they don't want to offend. Let me tell you guys something. You, by not wanting to offend and playing that role of being the submissive B word, submissive wussy, you feel me? You go ahead and do that, and you will quickly see the truth. This is why a lot of guys, let's call them nice guys, right? Let's call them the guys, you know, the ones that's always hating on the jocks and the a-holes supposedly. These are why those guys say, man, females are always getting with those jerks and a-holes. Those are those type of guys. The ones that believe that masculinity isn't important and, oh, it's all fluid and it's all one. It is not. Females will tell you that true masculinity arouses them. A man with you know what I'm saying, with a solid demeanor, with a deep voice. I can't tell you how many times a young lady said, wow, your voice is deep, right? And she likes that type of stuff. I said this in a previous video. Rubbing on my beard. Oh, your beard is so rough, right? In a positive way. You dig what I'm saying? They're like guys with hard muscles, aggressiveness, masculinity. This is what arouses them. And then the thing that killed me to the core was as soon as they left my presence, they will go right back on social media or right back to the public world and spew this nonsense about they want guys to be more soft and more submissive. It baffled me. And quite honestly, it really, in the beginning, it really kind of, I don't want to say the word resented, but I kind of was kind of irritated that they just wouldn't admit it, right? That they just would not admit that they like guys a little more dominant and a little more aggressive. They wanted a man that's actually masculine. It's like saying, here's how nonsensical this is. It's like saying a man wants a chick that, you know what I'm saying, that grabs her private parts and walks around like she Debo, like she's tough and saying, what up, dog, with a deep voice. That's like saying that's attractive to men, hetero men, right? Straight men. That's like saying that's attractive. It is not. You know, like saying a chick that's like 190 pounds solid of muscle with neck tats and hat backwards, grabbing her private parts. Yo, what up? No, that's not gonna be attractive, right? Never will be. And if mainstream media try to make that accept it, push it, is kind of trying to push that a little bit. But every man knows deep down inside that's not what's attractive. Same thing with females. They love masculinity. It is always going to be arousing. It is never going to go out of style. Not anytime. Let's put it this way. If masculinity does ever become not arousing, we're not going to see it in our lifetime. We're not going to see it in our lifetime. Like I said, you can't program decades, centuries of human nature. You cannot reprogram that within a couple of decades. You can't program millions of years in a couple of decades, right? So with that being said, masculinity, that's something that's never gonna, don't ever let anyone tell you that you could be fluid and you could be a little like a noodle, a little soft back, be sensitive and tread on the line. Basically telling you to tread on the line of being a female, right? Basically telling you, hey, look, you don't have to have solid mannerisms. You don't have to have a masculine demeanor. You don't have to have any of that. You don't have to look like a man, building your physique up, being solid in your physique and in your demeanor. Don't let nobody ever tell you that that's not important, or, oh, it's the new age. This is the new age. And if you are hanging around with folks of those type of mix, then most likely, don't take this the wrong way, but you probably play for the other team, and that's okay if that's your style. But I'm talking about, nothing against them folk, but I'm talking about guys that actually want females, right? That you actually want a companion. Don't you ever listen to that terrible advice of, oh, you could be fluid. That being said, let me know what y'all think. Peace.